Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are doing a get ready with me with some new makeup. I am super pumped for this video because I just feel like I haven't done a get ready with me in a while, and I have some new things here, things that were sent to me, things that I bought. Some of these aren't like super new just because, I mean, things are new every day in the makeup world. So like for example, I have the Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. Everyone's been talking about this, but I just picked it up. So that's going to be something that I try that's new. The Becca like Hydra Set little powder I'm going to try. Just different things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with primer. So I just placed an Ulta order, which you guys saw the video before this, and I got the Becca Skin Love foundation, the new foundation. And when you bought a Becca product, you got this little set that was originally $20. You got it for $5. So this is the Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and then you got the Hydra Mist powder in there, the mist and set or whatever. So I'm going to use this primer. To be honest, I was really happy that I got this for $5 because when I opened it up and I saw how small the products were, I was like, oh yeah, there's no way that I would pay 20 bucks for that. Okay, so immediately this primer, I would say press in. I started to rub and I could tell that it was going to pill up because it was starting to dry. So I have a feeling that this is going to be really matte. This is actually being filmed at like 6 o'clock at night, which I never do videos this late, especially like get ready with me, as I should say. Because normally when I put makeup on, it's like earlier in the day. But today I actually was at the church all day with Corey, my boyfriend. If you guys don't know, he's in school to be a pastor, and he has a job as a youth pastor right now. And so we were getting stuff ready for the youth event that's coming up in a couple weeks. So I was there all day, like painting and cleaning and all that fun stuff. So this primer is definitely like starting to feel sticky. Like I can feel it like drying. I have tried the blurring primer, I think, before. Is that what it was? I think so, and I didn't really like that too much. So we'll see how this one does. But this is the, like I said, the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation. It says it's infused with Glow Nectar Brightening Complex. I did get it in the shade Vanilla. So it does come with a squeezy tube and a pump, kind of similar to like the IT Cosmetics packaging. So let's just pump some on the back of the hand here. It looks a little yellow, but hopefully it'll be all right. Luckily, I'm not really going anywhere right now. So I'm just gonna put some on my face, just on one side, and then I'm gonna blend it out with a Real Techniques sponge. This is one of the new ones that I picked up at Ulta because I needed to replenish. And it feels a lot bouncier than I remember. But, oh, the coverage is actually pretty good. My skin has actually been really good lately. Ever since I did that skincare video and that Awake Beauty concentrate thing, you guys. Oh my gosh, that has just completely changed my skin. But it's the time of the month, so I've had just kind of some clogged pores, not necessarily even breakouts. I mean, I do right here. Obviously, these are scars, but that's a breakout. But just my pores look a little clogged, you know, just like when you can tell, like a little bumpy. But the coverage is really nice. I'm into it. Well, I just want to say thank you to you guys for all the love on my new haircut. You guys have been so nice. It's definitely a change, you know. I haven't had it this short in, gosh, so long, you know. I have had it short, but not this short. Probably in like a good like 5 years. I went through a phase, so I always had long hair, and then when I was 18, I just chopped it off, like shorter, a little bit shorter than this, but it was around the same length. So I'm just going to take the other side, a brush with the other product, and just try to see how I like it with a brush. I need some more. So I've used about 2.5 pumps so far of the product, if anybody is interested in that. But I always had like super long hair. And then when I was like 18, I went and chopped it, and I loved it. And then I had it short, gosh, probably for a good 3 years, I would say. It was always on my shoulders or above for like 3 years. And then I started to grow it out again, and I loved it. So I had it long for a couple of years. And then I just kept growing it. And then I like got it cut this time last year short, but not this short. And then this time around, like my hair is so thick that when my ponytail just starts to hurt my head, I'm like over it. Like you just need to cut it off, you know? I think I like it with a sponge just a little bit more, to be honest with you. I feel like I like the coverage that a sponge gives, but I mean, they're comparable to each other, you know? But I would definitely say like it's a medium coverage foundation. It's definitely not full because I can still see some of my little breakouts and stuff. So what I'm gonna do for that is actually take this Catrice concealer. I got this, oh geez, probably 4 weeks ago at Ulta, because I needed a new concealer. And so I got this pot one because I really like the wake up effect that is like this. And I needed one that was like a skin tone one. And I really enjoy this. I take it on the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. It's just kind of like a fluffy concealer brush. And then I just sort of blend it right on my spots that I have. And it just adds some extra coverage. I did get the shade 20 Light Beige, if any of you are looking for a shade reference. Okay, see, it just adds a little bit more coverage with the concealer. And this brush I really like because you can just kind of fluff it on. Like today when I went up to the church, I had like these 2 breakouts and they were red. And I didn't put on any other makeup, but I just took my brush with this and I just sort of like fluffed it on the breakouts. And it really did help kind of just cover, but it looked really natural. And it just took the redness away, to be honest with you. So, okay. So that's what we're doing. I feel like it does maybe look a little yellow, but I don't know. I mean, it's kind of a good shade match, I think. Kind of looks green on camera. I don't know what that's about. All right. Now for concealer. I kind of don't want to use a corrector because I really want to see how the concealer performs. So this is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer from Too Faced. This is their super coverage. It says it's conceal, contour, highlight, retouch. I have heard a lot of really great things about this. I'm super excited about it. You know, everyone has been talking about how much product you get for the money because you do get 0.5 fluid ounces, so that's half of the amount of a foundation, and normally you just don't get that much from brands. I know Emily Noel said this is more of like a satin type of finish. I don't know if this is going to be too dark for me, but I thought on a daily basis if I would add in a like a brightening powder, then that would probably work out well. That is something I've noticed about myself. I really was buying concealers that were super light, and then I would add a brightening powder and to where it would just look like way too light under my eyes. So I have been trying to get a little bit darker of concealers and then just using a brightening powder. Okay, so that's all I'm going to use. I don't want to like go in like crazy with it, you know? We're just going to tap it out with the sponge and see how we like it. It feels nice. It doesn't feel too drying. To be honest, I have decluttered my Shake Tape if you didn't see my face product declutter. Because it was just, first of all, it was way too light. I don't know what I was thinking. Second of all, it was like really dry. And I just was kind of like, I'm not into it anymore. Okay, so I can still see some of the darkness, but it's not horrible. I'm going to add just a little bit more right there. Just to see if I can conceal that. It looks good. I'm super pumped to try this Becca powder because everyone has been talking about how weird it feels. So I am excited. You get just a little thing of it though. But I do, ooh, I like the net on top. That feels nice. Okay, so I'm real excited about this. Excited to see what it's like. That concealer crease is super fast though, so I'm usually not one to tap out a crease, but I am going to today. That powder, when I tapped it into the lid, it was really, really finely milled. I mean, the lid is small, but I can still get my e.l.f. small tapered brush in there. Oh yeah. Whoa, this is weird. This is weird. Oh gosh, that does feel like water. Oh my gosh, everyone was saying that it did, and I was like, really? Is everybody just kind of, you know, playing the gimmicky game? Oh, that's weird though. I'm like so freaked out by this. Oh, that's weird. You guys, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I don't even feel like I'm setting it because I just feel like it's wet. Although, is that the powder or the concealer that looks that dark? I don't know. I didn't feel like the concealer looked that dark, and now that I'm setting it, I'm like, oh no. I'm like doing the opposite of contouring and highlighting. Oh, goodness me. That powder is so weird. But it's dry, but it just, I can't with this. That is weird. That's weird. How many times can I say that? But that's weird. My gosh, Andrea. But it is. Okay. If I can get this cap back on, we'll move on with our makeup. Is that on? I think so. Good enough for now. I'll check it later. Okay, so now I kind of, do I want to set the entire face? I don't actually feel like I need to. Oh, maybe a little bit. Now, when I did that on the chin, I was like, yeah, I'd do a little bit. I'm going to take the, I don't have a new powder to use, so I'm just going to take my Physicians Formula Translucent Matte Primer and just hit the spots that I need to set. I love this Instapot brush from Real Techniques for this, for the powder. If you guys didn't see my Real Techniques video, like the best of, I will leave it for you guys down below. Okay, I just wanted to set the T-zone a little bit. Alrighty, so now let's do bronzer, I guess. Bronzer, I don't have anything new to use, so I'm just going to use the Neutrogena Healthy Skin in Sunkissed. I love this bronzer, especially this time of year. It's just super warm and just adds some life to the face. I am so not precise with my bronzer. I just sort of slap it on. For blush, I picked up a new one. So this is from Juvia's place, and this is from the Afrique collection, and it is the shade Serafina. So this is like the lighter, more peachy one. You get a ton of product. That is something Juvia's place does so well. They give you a poop ton of product in their eyeshadows and then their blushes. I'm like, dang, that's a big blush. You do get a mirror in here as well. And I like the packaging. It's like a nice cardboard, and their designs on their packaging are always beautiful. So it's just like a matte peachy blush. So we are going to pick a little bit up. Ooh, that's pretty. That is a nice wake up your face color. Love it. It's a little bit warm and just looks, ooh, it looks so pretty. I love a good matte blush too. You know, shimmery blushes definitely have their space in my collection, and I definitely use them at times, but on an everyday basis, I do kind of gravitate more towards matte blushes. Just because I do have some texture on my skin, and I have some larger pores that I don't really always want to accentuate. So I love a matte blush. That is pretty. Yay. Okay. That powder, I still can't get over that from Becca. That was weird. All right, for highlight, I actually got this sent to me through Octoly and OFRA. This is the Pillow Talk highlighter. So this is OFRA's new packaging. It is so different from their old one. Let me show you. So their old packaging, I mean, it was fine. Like their little circle highlights, you know, like it was fine. But this is so heavy and sturdy, and it's a magnetic closure, which I appreciate. And you do get a mirror in here. So it's like, they really did just amp up their whole brand. And this highlight is a more like icy pink highlight. So we're gonna see how it works with the blush that I used. Now, OFRA highlighters I love, but they can get really intense if you're not careful. I feel like there's a film on the mirror that I can't get off. Oh well, we'll just worry about that later. I'll use this mirror. Ooh, yeah, that's icy. So I just sort of like to kind of just streak it on, and then I blend it. God, their highlighters are gorgeous. Like, their formula is just beyond, because it's so finely milled and it's just, oh my gosh, it blends so beautifully. I don't know if I would really pair this blush and highlight together again, to be honest with you, because the highlight's a little like cool toned, the blush is a little warm, but whatever. Today we're just gonna make it work. I don't have anything new for brows. I just have my e.l.f. Instant Brow Lift Pencil, so I'll go ahead and jump off camera and do that, and then we will be back with eyeshadow. All right, so I went ahead and did my brows, and I primed my eyelids with a little Milani eyeshadow primer. And now we are going to hop in with this Profusion palette. It's the Pro Pigment. So recently Profusion released 3 new of these palettes. They have the chocolates, the Pro Pigment that I have, and then the siennas. I just picked up the Pro Pigments because that was the color family that I was really drawn to. But I haven't played with that one yet, obviously, hence why I'm doing it in this video. But I have played with this one, the Royals. I got this one too. And the formula is so nice. They put out a ton of these palettes as well in Target stores where you can find them, or on the Profusion website. But the Royals was only $5, and then the Pro Pigment palette was only $10, and it has a magnetic closure, which is really nice. It's a pretty like slim palette, to be honest with you. Like, it's a little thick, but not really. And then you do get a brush in here as well, which feels really soft, and I'm actually really excited to use today. So I have swatched a little bit of these, but I haven't used them on my eyes yet, so I'm excited about that. I kind of want to stick with like this color family today, like the pinks and the purples. I just am into that a lot. I like that you get mattes and shimmers in here and all that fun stuff. So only $10 for this palette, which I thought was really good. The only kind of like transition shade you get in here though is this one up here called Fling, and that's a relatively like cool toned color, but we'll see how it goes with this look. So we're just gonna throw that right in the crease here. It goes on really nicely. It's not super intense, but it's not, you know, not showing up either. It's a kind of a nice middle of the road transition color. This brush is a little dense though for what I want. So I think I'm going to actually go in with this Milani brush for a second, just because I really want that color to be nice and diffused. Now, I kind of want to go in with this purple called Disco. Do we want to get a little crazy? I'm going to take it on that brush, tap off a lot of it, and then just sort of put that in the crease as well. See, sometimes people get really afraid of color, and I get it. Like, you look at that and you're like, whoa. But when you diffuse it, it can just be like a nice wash of a color. Like, when you see a product in a pan, like especially an eyeshadow, that is probably the most pigmented, saturated that color is, you know, because it's just so packed in there in the pan that when you shear it out though, you're like, oh, okay, that doesn't look so crazy. You know, like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You can still see I'm wearing some purple, but like, it just doesn't look as neon, I guess I should say. Maybe it does. Heck, I don't know. Maybe I just don't care. Whatever. Now I'm just going to take that brush that we used, the Milani one, and just sort of fluff out. There's no product on this brush, by the way. I'm just kind of fluffing everything out here. Now, do I want to add some like warmth in there? So you get like a couple like peachy pink duochromes, which are kind of fun. I don't know. Am I over that though? But I do have kind of a peachy blush going on, so I almost do want to add some of that. I kind of want to add this shade. Ooh, which one? Let's see here. Oh yeah, no, the shade Rush is a complete dud. Like, you get nothing on your finger with that. I mean, a little, but like, no. Okay, so this shade right here is a dud in the palette for sure, but I'm going to go in with this shade Dizzy, and we'll see how this kind of packs a punch. Because the shimmers in the Royals palette are stunning. Like, there is not really a dud in there. Let's try it with my finger. Let's see if that's a little bit better. Oh yeah, okay. See, I always try to use a brush with shimmers, and I always regret it. You know what I really kind of want to try to do though? And I've seen a lot of people do? Cut creases. Maybe not a lot of people. Maybe just Kelly Gooch. I like discovered her recently. I'll link her channel down below for you guys. I mean, not super recently, probably within the last month. And her cut creases look so good and so pretty. Sometimes I just feel like a cut crease can look a little like, I don't know, like you tried really hard or like a really fake, but I feel like hers don't at all. So now I'm just going to take that brush that we used with the purple, and I don't have anything on it. I'm just sort of going to blend out the crease a little. I feel like I need to add a little bit more on the lid over here. Now I want to go in with the shade Jive, which is like the hot pink. I want to see how it goes. This is just playtime. I love playing with new makeup. I mean, it really does just make my day when I get to sit down and do my makeup. And when I really do have the time to just sit and play with color, play with new products, like, oh, it's just so relaxing and exciting to me that I just love it. Because every morning I don't necessarily have the time or, not even really the energy, because when I think about doing this, it gives me energy. But like the time to really go in and be like, yeah, like let's play with color. And for work, I can't wear color like this. Like, so I'm a therapist. Well, okay, let's actually start over. So I'm taking more of the bright purple, by the way. So I just got a new job actually, which is super exciting. I'm doing the same type of thing. I'm still a mental health therapist for kids who have disabilities. So they have like a disability diagnosis and a mental health diagnosis. And so I do behavior therapy with them, which is super fun. But if I would wear this to work, my kiddos would be like, Miss Andrea, what are you doing? Like, no. And it would just be really distracting. And, you know, when you're trying to really get a kid to behave and to talk about their feelings and just all those different things, you don't want to be super distracting. You know what I mean? So that's what I do. Starting a new job has been really crazy. Especially the first couple weeks, it was just a lot of like learning new things. And I started at a new place, and it's a much bigger place than where I was before. It's actually at a hospital now. And so that's really fun, and I love it so much, but it's just been a totally different, you know, ball game and a learning curve, because before I came from a program at a nonprofit that was, oh gosh, I don't know, like 10 of us, 12 of us in the whole thing, and going from that to, you know, a hospital setting into a much bigger program is just, it's just hard and it's just different. And so, but it's been just so fun. And, you know, my goal was to be at a hospital like that. So I'm really happy that I am there. Okay, so now I'm just kind of blending and playing around. I do want to add a little definition on the outer corner though, because I just feel like this is a little, I mean, it's a little much, of course it is, but you know. Okay, so I'm going to take my Real Techniques Insta Eye Pop, like the little one, which I love, and I'm going to go in with the shade Go Girl, which is this one right here, and put that on the outer corner just to add a little definition. So yeah, so I started that new job, so that's been fun. And then my boyfriend Corey started, you know, really trying to get the youth program at his church off the ground now that he's the youth pastor there, which is super fun. And so we both have been working a ton, and, you know, I really try to film a lot on the weekends, and you know, today I was gone all day, and to be honest, I don't have to film for next week. Like I have my videos kind of, I have enough videos filmed, but when I got my Ulta order in, I wanted to play, and because I love it. And so that's what I wanted to do. So this is Fling again, that like nice muted transition shade we used in the beginning. And I'm just going to blend out the edges and just add some more neutralness into the look to sort of tone things down just a tad. Again, this palette can actually be pretty neutral, but I got it because it wasn't. The chocolates is definitely neutral with some like teals and stuff thrown in. It's more like a lot of brown tones. And then the siennas is kind of like the orange and like yellowy type of colors that we see a lot now. But this one with the pinks and the purples, I was just like, oh, like I want to play so bad with that. So on the lower lash line now, I think I'm going to take, let's see, where is that brush that I made? Right here. I'm going to take the Go Girl shade, that like deep magenta. These mattes, you guys, are so good. Like, they are really pigmented. They blend out so beautifully. They're really, really nice. I really am enjoying them. I just feel like, now the shimmers, like that one shade, Rush, was a total dud, but the shimmers are really good. The Royals palette, the shimmers in there, I'm like, whew, hi, those are really pretty. I couldn't find these at Target for a while, but then randomly a Target that actually never really carried Profusion, they had them at an end cap, and I was like, yes, score. All right, now I'm going to take a really itty bitty kind of blender brush here, and I am going to go with the shade Disco, which is the bright purple, and just blend it out really, really lightly. And then, this is like the most high maintenance look ever. I'm gonna go in with an even fluffier blend out brush if I can find it. It's in my face brushes, that's not where it belongs. And I'm going to take the shade Fling, that like neutral shade we used, and blend it all out on the lower lash line so it will look a little more toned down. But this look isn't toned down, and that's okay. Not every look has to be, you know? Like, I love these kind of palettes, and I don't really like to spend a lot of money on these kinds of palettes, so I'm happy this one was only 10 bucks and you get a ton of shades, because I don't wear these colors every day, you know? But like the Lorac Pro 4 that I just reviewed, that I will spend, you know, some more money on, one, because Lorac is bomb with their formula, and I also just kind of collect Lorac palettes. But also because those are neutral shades that I can wear every single day. Where this one, you know, I could kind of play around and find some neutral shades every day. But I like that I can kind of have this like fun, poppy look. And I didn't spend a ton of money, which is super nice. So I really enjoy that. Ooh, I forgot highlight shades. There's this shade Precious up here. Doesn't look super promising. Ooh. That's a little chunky. I don't want to use that. No, thank you. I'm probably just going to go in with the OFRA one, to be honest with you. The one that we used on our face, on the inner corner. And I think it'll actually look good because it's like that kind of that pinky tone, which is what we're vibing with. And I do like when the highlights on my face, you know, the inner corner, the brow bone, the face, they all match. Okay. Mascara. I actually, ooh, wait, no. First, I want to put a nude liner in my waterline, just because with these tones, I feel like my eyes can look a little red, little, you know. I don't want to do any eyeliner, though. I just have been totally skipping eyeliner lately. I maybe do it once a week, maybe, if that. Sometimes, most of the time, I don't anymore, just because I like when you can see a lot of the shadow. But Awake Beauty sent me this, their eye opener. So it's like a nude pencil. And I really like the tone of it because it's not like crazy tone. Like, it's not a really, really bright nude, but it still brightens up your eyes. Can you guys see the difference? I mean, you know, it just adds a little something, brightens up the eyes, makes you look more awake, all that good stuff. But mascara I'm really excited about because I do have a new one to try with you guys. So CoverGirl sent me their mascaras. Can't talk. The Lash Blast. Okay. CoverGirl sent me the Lash Blast Amplify Primer and the Flourish Mascara. So I want to try these. So let's go ahead and just give our lashes a good curl. I say our lashes, like they're yours. Oh, Andrea. Put on the primer. I have not tried these yet. Woo, that is a big old brush. I haven't really used like CoverGirl's regular Lash Blast, I don't think ever, so I'm not used to this type of brush. But that's okay. Okay, both sides of the lashes are primed now. I don't really know how I feel about lash primers. I look super weird right now because my eyelashes are like white. I don't know how I feel about lash primers because part of me is like, shouldn't a mascara just perform great? Like, do we really need a primer? You know what I'm saying? But I guess this is kind of like the system for this thing. And I don't really like when they're white because it just, I don't know. Unless they dry clear. We'll see. I don't really know what this primer is supposed to do. I'm assuming amplify my lashes because it's called the Amplify Primer. But this is the Flourish mascara. So this one is much thinner than the primer. So we'll see. I don't think it's waterproof either, but oh well. I feel like the primer did not hold my curl as well as I would have liked. I feel like it's kind of making my lashes fall. I mean, and I have like pretty naturally curly lashes because I have curly hair, you know? But I don't know. The primer is just kind of making them droop really fast. It's not holding them up. Mascara's not bad. Like, that's with mascara, that's without. I don't know. I kind of want to try this mascara without the primer. I don't know. And I just think to myself, am I really going to go out and buy a primer and a mascara when I have like my Essence mascara that's $5 that I love? Probably not. But it was nice that they sent this to me. Alright, so that's the top lashes. Now we're going to use the same mascara just for the lower lashes. I usually use my CoverGirl Clump Crusher Waterproof on there. But we're just going to test this one out today. Alright. That's fun. That's fun. It's a little different. Okay. Yeah, I just wish my lashes were more curled, but I do like how dark they are, like at the lash line. With that little brush, you can just like really get in there. All right, for lips, I have 4 new OFRA liquid lipsticks that they also sent to me through Octoly. And these are the new packaging, which again, let me show you the old OFRA packaging. I've moved this picture to open my drawers here. This is the old OFRA packaging, which I don't even think that old packaging is that ugly. Like, it's a gunmetal, you know, and then this is the new. It's a square, it's white, it's a little something different. So I see like why they would update the packaging of the highlighters, because like I said, that is way more like heavier, and you get a mirror and all that. The liquid lipsticks though, I mean, I liked the packaging before, but I mean, I get it. This does look, you know, more like chic and all that. So I got 4. I think this is called like the SoFlo bundle. I'll link it down below for you guys. Let's actually just, I'm going to swatch all these on the back of my hand because I don't really know what shade I want to wear. I do really enjoy the OFRA formula though. They're so comfortable on the lips. They're not like overly sticky, overly thick, overly drying, you know, nothing like that. Oh, this is a gorgeous red. Wow, I love that red. I won't wear it today because that would like be a lot, but it's really pretty. Okay, so let's see here. These are the colors. So you get Sanibel. I'm probably saying that all wrong. And then you get Las Olas, which is right there. The red is Brickell. And then the last one over here is Harbour. I probably sound so dumb. I think I'm going to go with this one right here, the first one that I can't say, so I'm not going to try again. I want to just kind of put something a little bit neutral since the eyes are pretty colorful. All right, so for lip liner, I'm going to take Wet n Wild Lay Down the Mauves. I really enjoy this. It's a really nice nude. All right, now let's go in with the liquid lip. It's just like your typical kind of doe foot applicator. That's really pretty. I mean, it's kind of warm for the eye that we're going with today. I don't know. I kind of feel like I want to add something light in the center. I think I'm going to take this Honeyed Bloom lipstick from CoverGirl. It's like a light pinky peach. And just... Okay guys, so that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I'm really into this makeup look. I think it looks so fun. The hair, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out like how I really like it styled and all of that. So that's what we're working with right now. I don't know. I just tried to curl it just a smidge and I don't know. It's really dirty too. So, but anyways, that's what we're working with today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it and hit the subscribe button. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.